Hi everyone, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. My name is Nyx Marikuma, and I am the owner of Marikuma Healing, where we heal our mind, body, soul, and heart. We talk about trauma and abuse. We talk about how to move on past it, deal with our trauma responses, how to heal our minds by, focusing on mental health, how to heal our emotions by expressing ourselves freely and not bottling up things, you know what I mean? Listening to our body, working wisely and not overdoing it, and being able to attract things that are good for our spirit and our soul. Now, I also do card readings with playing cards because I don't have tarot and oracle decks. Okay? But I do, those readings with these. I also read personality and only personality through your hands. Okay, I read your character codes and how you handle relationships, what kind of person are you through the lines in your hands, and it shows me and tells me what's going on. I also do counseling and advice. I am not a certified counselor, but I've counseled a lot of people while my business has been running for now 3 years. Okay, that being said, we are going to be doing part one of Sagittarius monthly May reading. Before we get into that, I'd also like to add that I am the creator and host of two TED Talks, Dark Minds and Butterflies, which we talk about any and all things, life related, ideas, philosophies, whatever. It's a free for all topic. And Virar, which is more about emotions, situations, and how to handle things through art, poetry, music, and good old fashioned communication. Now, we can finally get started. And yeah, all right. So, Sagittarius, this month of May, you guys are bringing in organization, cleverness, and intelligence. Okay, so we're getting ourselves together. We're focusing on getting things to fall in place. Because that's what you're embracing. Like, let me say it this way. You're gonna be using organization to get your goals set. Okay, what you want to do, how you want to go about it, and put it in an organized and planned way. Okay. Now, when it comes to cleverness and intelligence, cleverness is a form of mental intelligence. Okay. It allows you to think outside the box. Now, there is multiple types of intelligence. I tackled the four. Okay. Mental, emotional, physical, and spiritual. But there's like 12 others or 15 other types. Okay. There's 17 total, I think, give or take. So, with mental intelligence, we use our mind to solve problems, to think things through, right? With emotional intelligence, we use compassion and empathy. We put ourselves in people's shoes and understand where they're coming from. So that way we get what they're doing. Like a lot of people don't like to admit to it, but sometimes, like a mild or a medium amount of us, react on emotions, right? So whatever we're feeling, we react on it. If I'm pissed off, I'm going to react aggressive. I'm going to react annoyed. I'm going to react quick and like very small timbered, you know what I mean? Because I just don't have the patience. I'm tired, I'm done, and I'm over it. So either it's going to work or we're going to make it work, right? Because again, I'm pissed off. I'm tired, I'm exhausted. Um Physical intelligence, you see this a lot with people who do hands-on type of work, okay? Like manual labor kind of work where you have to be active physically. And physical intelligence is body mechanics. So, what the fuck is body mechanics? Body mechanics is this: how do I do this job by lifting up this and moving that and going around and just being very active without killing myself in the process? Because when I did nursing, right? Because I was a healthcare worker for a little bit. And I did like workouts with people and we did our exercises. And there's times where you have to walk around the house or the neighborhood. And I'm like, mind you, as y'all can tell, I'm a very scrawny chick. Okay, I've been gaining weight, and I'm proud of it. You know, but like on a good day, I'm 130, 125. On a bad day, I'm like 98 or 100 pounds. So needless to say, I'm very on like the lighter side. Okay, and I'm having people who are like 180 or 200 or close to three. And I need to be able to let them use me as support. I need to be able to move with them and not hurt them or myself. So that requires me to be really smart with how I use my body. Okay, like, okay, this is how much strength I give, this is how much strength I receive. And we're just going to kind of go steady and slowly and have other things to make sure that it's safe. Okay, so that's body mechanics, working with your body in a wise way without overdoing it. Now let's get into spiritual intelligence, okay? My favorite kind of intelligence because it's this. It's real simple. If it is not worth my time, I'm not doing it. Okay. So if I have to feel small for you to feel tall, if I have to feel like you're better than me and that I am worthless and nothing, I'm not wasting my time with you. If I have to deal with somebody who is constantly and always negative, they never change, they never see the outcome, and things of that nature, then yeah, I'm not dealing with it. I'm not dealing with peasant energy. Peasant energy is this: there are some people who you can try to help and guide and lead, and they will never be happy. They'll never be happy. They will always find a problem. Oh, well, this cup is not good. Look at it. It has scratches on it. Oh, look, it has a dent here. Oh, look, this plate is plastic. It needs to be glass. Oh, look at this. This isn't a belt. This is just a sash. And it doesn't even go with any of the outfits. Always something. Always some type of problem. Always some type of thing. Always some type of like negative feedback. If you only see problems, that's all you'll ever notice. Like, if you only see the problems, that's all you're ever going to see. If you see solutions, then that's what's going to be presented to you because you're like, okay, yeah, all right. I don't have a ring camera. When I didn't have a ring camera like this, I used to use my drawers as like a standing for my phone, and y'all can see it on my older videos, like back in the day when I started this business. And yeah, you make do with what you got and you work with what you have. Now, understandably, you have the right to be a little bit upset, but you cannot just live in negativity. Okay? Peasants will never grow. We're queens, kings, and royals in between, so our vibration is very high. With the peasant energy, they can't go as high as we are. So what they do is they chip you down until you're at their level or below them. Because they can't have anybody above them, and they may have somebody at their level, but it will always be just a slightly there. Okay? Don't be wasting your time with negative people, bro. It ain't worth your time. But yeah, that's your intelligence. I'm really happy that you guys are gonna get yourself steady and ready to go. Okay? Now this month is all about giving you guys independence and self-confidence. So I'm gonna go over there and believe in myself, and I'm gonna stand on my feet. The things that I want, I'm gonna go after. But I think while you're getting independence, y'all also got to work on healing. Okay? We're going to get to this later, but this is the one we're going to be tackling. Because this is what you're pursuing, victimization and giving up. We are giving up things that victimize us, that set us back, that make us feel small, that don't give us enough time or energy. Things that are just kind of like, what am I doing? Because I know that I've had like times in my life where I look at it and I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? Like, is this really worth my time? Is this who I really am? Is this something I want to deal with? You know what I mean? Like, is this really this this is what we're doing with our lives? Okay. I thought I had better hopes, man, but like this shit don't make no goddamn sense. It don't make no sense. And I have to be like, okay, I've tried every which way. Um, it's not healthy for me to hold on to, and I need to let go. Letting go of something that you've been holding on to and that has hurt you for a really long ass time, right? Okay. It's easier said than done because mind you, you used to the weight, okay? If I'm holding on to something that's traumatic, right? This is weight. I'm wrapping myself around this weight. and it's dragging me down. So I'm trying to go up, but it's pulling me, and I can only go so far until I'm able to let go and be free. Okay? So when you're working on victimization and things of that nature, I really like the way that this looks. I have broad shoulders, so like it works. Anyways, yeah. It's just something that you should just take one day at a time, okay? Again, with the 10 of spades and the 9 of hearts, these are my healing cards, okay? So what that means for the 10 of spades, we are forgiving ourselves. We are working on our mental, emotional, physical, and spiritual scars. Memories that hold us back are mental scars. Emotions that feel very heavy, that are hard to let go, are emotional scars. Okay? Mental scars, emotional scars. Physical scars can be scars that you see on your body or how your body reacts to certain situations. It could be both. Okay? Like my body, I found this out and I kind of came to terms with it as I got older. I have a major freeze response. And my freeze response is so fucking weird because like this is how it is. Have you ever had time where you want to say something, but you're unable to speak? Okay? Like there'll be some time where I'm really overwhelmed and just drained that I can't speak. I can breathe underneath my nose, I can say it in my mind, but I can't open my mouth. And when I try, it's like, I can't do it. I can't. I can't do it. And I found out that that's part of the freeze response. I was like, so this whole time I wasn't being dramatic. A lot of times with my reactions, I really feel like I'm being a prima donna. You know what I mean? Like just a drama queen. And it's funny because like I have so much empathy for other people's trauma responses, but when it comes to my own, I'm like, listen, we're old. We're in our fucking 30s. At this point, this shit should have been dealt with. But your body reacts to stress and tension differently. And it reacts in ways that you don't always know, you know? So, yeah, that's a physical scar, baby. It's got to be worked on. Spiritual scars, things that affect your soul. Okay? There are some things that we have gone through that is so traumatic and so heavy that it really deals with our soul. Like in our heart of hearts and in our body of bodies and soul of souls, it affects you still. It haunts you still. It makes you feel less than. Okay? That's the second step. You're going to work with it. How are we going to work with these scars? With step 3, PTSD or complex PTSD, which is CPTSD. I know there's a lot of letters, but what it stands for is when, like, think of it like this. Have you ever seen a firefighter, a police officer, nurses, doctors, somebody who's been in domestic abuse, okay? Whether it be verbal, physical, sexual, mental, whatever. And you get out of that situation for the first time. And mind you, you came in the situation whole. Now you left in pieces, okay? And your body is just not used to having a calm, serene environment. It is used to having chaos and abuse and toxicity. So when you get out of it, you have to relearn how to feel safe again. You have to relearn how to believe in yourself and to be okay. And that takes fucking years. I got out of many, many years ago. Let's just be cute and say like 10 years ago, okay? 10, 9 years, 11 years. I got out of a very narcissistic relationship. It was very abusive. And I'm like, oh, I don't have to live that person anymore. Everything's going to be free. I'm going to do whatever I want, blah, da, da. My dumb ass didn't know that my body didn't know safety. My body was not used to things being calm and safe and serene because I was used to this toxic, high level, stressed environment, right? Pushing myself, trying to figure out everything, trying to balance everything and what. And when I finally started to heal, it required me to undo everything. So when you're healing, okay, you are unlearning. I started my healing around like 22, 23 years old. And so that's like 7 or 8 years ago, and I had to learn 23 years. I had to unlearn all the 23 years of my life, and I had to relearn how to live it proper. Okay? So yeah, I'm charging my thing because we're gonna be on this computer for like a while. You know what I mean? So yeah. And it was just like it's so fucking weird to have to like be nice to yourself when you're so used to screaming at yourself because you're taking your anger out on you. Okay? I can't take it on the people who are pissing me off and giving me a hard time because they won't listen, but I can handle it. I can handle my voice. No, you can't. You can't handle that inner critic. You can't handle that person going over there and saying, well, you know what? You're nothing. You're dirt. You're pathetic. You're worthless. This is all your fault. All you have to do is listen to them. You made them angry. That's why you're in this situation. You deserve to be abused. No one's going to save you. Nobody cares. You see all these smiling faces? They don't really care. They're just trying to be nice. They're empathizing. They feel pity for you. The voices in your head when you're healing can be so ugly and so mean. Because there is a piece of you that's angry at being like through this hell, and then there's also a piece of you like you wasted your time. You wasted your time. I wasted 7 years of my life, okay, give or take. And I was so angry. I was like, this whole time I could have been living my life. And yet I subjected myself to this bullshit, right? Yeah. Like gaslighting and the manipulation and the whole shebang and what. It was horrible. But I learned to work past it, which goes into step 4. Deleting, blocking, kicking out, removing toxic people, abusive people, people who jeopardize your peace of mind. If it affects my peace of mind, it is not worth my goddamn time. I'm not doing it. Do you hear me? I'm not doing it. Why? Because I spend way too much of my life jeopardizing my peace of mind for everybody else. And you know what? It got me immense resentment. You ever resented somebody and you feel bad about resenting them, but you really look at them and be like, you wasted my time. I did everything for you and nobody is grateful for it. Oh, don't you want to do this? Don't you have dreams? I was like, I had dreams and they all died. You know? Like, if you're not careful and you don't fill in your own cup, you will end up hating everybody. And the worst part about that is that nobody knows that you're upset because a lot of times when people are like struggling to be okay, we are the masters of, oh yeah, everything is good. Can't complain. Everything is fine. Oh yeah, this is what's going on. It's a little tricky, but hey, don't worry about it. It's all right. Everything is good. I'm fine. And deep down inside, they're raving. They're raging and they're raving. They're like, man, this shit. Um, the last two for healing, and then I'm sorry, in part 2, we'll talk about pursuing, accomplishing, and much more, okay? The fifth step of healing is all about learning to love yourself. And the sixth one, which is the last one, is all about connecting with people who are worth your time. And you're going to repeat those 6 steps over and over and over and over again. Think of it like healing as an update from an iPhone. It is constant, but it's going to give you a lot of strength. You know what I mean? All right, as always, slay the day, be happy and be gay, and follow and subscribe if you like what I do. All right, thank you guys so much for 131 subscribers on YouTube. We will be doing a special video. Let me know in the comment below what kind of videos you want me to do to celebrate our 100 subscribers, okay? All right, also, we have 1,200 videos for y'all to see. So, again, my YouTube channel is Marikuma Healing, Marikuma Healing. All right. All right. Bye, guys.